ladies and gentlemen, Kamala Harris. Oh my God. Right Mango is back, ladies and gentlemen. Mommy, you know what's me live, right? You're reading out loud. Thank you. So you know that Right Mango is back, ladies and gentlemen, and she's back on the YouTube space. And she was on the Titans last night. What this person say? Edley, it ain't easy, big up yourself. Yeah. So she was on the Titans last night, and I'm going to go over specifically the parts where she was speaking. All right. I hope nobody comes for me. I want to hear the perspective of the Queen of the Titans. She's back, baby. She's back. All right. She's back. Hold on there. So you guys can see her. Alright. Well, not you guys that's watching, but I'll be posting these videos that I'm recording right now while I'm live with you guys. So here we go. The Queen herself. Right Mango.
The floor.
Hey, my sister. Time to take center stage, Long time people not see
Hi.
you.
I have to do some moving up and down.
Yes.
I want to do everybody. Glad to be here. Glad to return. It's been about a year since I've been here. But it's a very interesting discussion tonight. You hearing me clearly?
Yes, I'm clear. You're coming in quite clearly. You're quite clear.
All right, beautiful. No, it's so interesting how desperate the JLP has gotten during this campaign. You can always tell where their minds are, because of the acts of desperation that they are displaying at this moment. A few hours ago, Titans, the JLP had a press conference to discuss the PMP's manifesto.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk. What did you say? Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
A few hours ago, Titans, the JLP had a press conference to discuss the PMP's manifesto. I have never heard a government putting together a press conference to discuss the plans of an opposition. That is one display of desperation. Another display of desperation is when a campaign director, on the night that the general election is being announced, goes on a platform and plays a doctored clip. The Gleaner today published a memo stating that there are several news items purported to have come from them that did not come from them, because the laborites are doctoring images to make it look like it comes from mainstream media.
That's what you want. Yeah.
This is just another one. The AI, the fake Kamla, the AI generated Kamla is just another display of their desperation.
No, what she's saying is facts. You guys can go and look at the Gleaner. They are warning the persons that are putting those fake stuff out there. And is the JLP, allegedly the JLP social media page is doing it. One of them named JLP Facts. I saw for the press. No, I think I saw Dre Bryan this morning on TikTok highlighting it. So this is how desperate the Jamaica Labour Party is, ladies and gentlemen. This is unprecedented. Can we debate on real, tangible ideas? Can you guys stand on all of the things that you said you have done for us for the last 9 years? Isn't that enough? And thank you so much for liking up the live, Lady Chi. Appreciate you. Right? Big up TikTok. Keep it coming, guys. Alright? Share up the live. Share up the live, everybody, and like up the live. Just double tap up the screen for me, please. Yeah? So it's like, I don't know, man. This is sad. It's really sad what we're witnessing from the Jamaica Labour Party at this point. It's really, really sad. Let's continue.
Building up as they realize that state power is slipping from them. Andrew has already conceded that the third term is not guaranteed. I don't know if you watched his announcement the other night when he announced the general election date and how many emotions he went through during that one discussion. A myriad of emotions as though he was a mentally unstable human being. Just he had one task to do. And it took him over 2 hours to do it. So this entire Kamala Harris deep fake is just another display of their desperation. Like a dog chasing its tail. The PNP already looks like a government. And the JP looks like an opposition.
What if I told you that
the roles have already been reversed. I've never heard of a government that has no achievements to campaign on. Imagine you publish a book of 256 achievements and not even 2 weeks later you cannot be campaigning on it. How is it, Titans, that you have 9 years, 9 years in government?
Crazy.
And you carry it right down to the wire to announce the date, and you go on that platform and announce the next election date without a manifesto. Without a manifesto.
Embarrassing.
And then you have the audacity.
Now, let me tell you something. Me know say Mystic Sensation listen to me regular. Me say last night when me listen to this, I hear Mystic Sensation say, embarrassing. Me say, oh, this is the soundbite that is in this. Listen to this. This is the soundbite, the signature soundbite of Bolo VNR. Listen to this.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
And announce the next election date without a manifesto. Without a manifesto.
Embarrassing.
And then you have the audacity. Without a manifesto.
Embarrassing.
And then you have the audacity.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Audacity to keep a press conference to complain about the PNP manifesto. Oh, that spells sense.
Make
and
sense.
Then you have one person, the Minister of Information, stating that the PNP use AI. And then you have the other person, the director of the campaign, Christopher Tufton, stating that there is misspelling. So AI misspell. If you take up something and you use ChatGPT to create a document, is there misspelling in it? Because Tufton comes to that in find spelling errors and grammatical errors, you know. So if ChatGPT create a document for you, ChatGPT have bad spelling in it, but just want to know, you know.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
After data, when you know that does she name? Dora the Explorer. You heard that? Dr. Tufton said him find grammatical errors in the document and spelling errors. So if you're saying that it's ChatGPT made the manifesto, you see, this is bad mind, you know. They talk about bad mind all the time, but this is bad mind. They have nothing to say bad about the manifesto. The manifesto is amazing, but they cannot come and say that it is amazing. JLP is going to copy the manifesto exactly, class prefect. They are going to copy every single thing and put in their manifesto because they're already saying that it is their manifesto. What can go so, Michelle? You heard what Right Mango said a while ago? If there is spelling errors in there, AI never make it. AI did not make it. And that's facts. AI don't have spelling errors. Like, whose mans is this? You know what I mean?
Beta him find spelling errors and grammatical errors, you know. So if ChatGPT create a document for you, ChatGPT have bad spelling in it, but just want to know, you know. Because it's like them not make sense.
No.
I don't get it. So it's either is AI do it or it have spelling mistake in it. It cannot be the same. It can't be the same. Two of them cannot coexist because AI don't make spelling errors. So which is it? But you are in such a rush to criticize what the PMP created when you yourself have not created anything. That you just go on a platform and chat foolishness. But this Kamala Harris deep fake is just the icing on the cake, proving the desperation of the labor rights who know that their days are numbered. They know that by 1 p.m. on the 3rd of September, Andrew Holness will no longer be the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Them know about 1 p.m. I wonder if them know say 1 p.m. is a time. The last time Andrew Holness was the state power.
All right.
He might talk about the same if that was Singapore. He want to believe that
Exactly.
long time. He is a piece of mess.
If it were up in Singapore, he'd be up in jail, he'd be in jail, he would be in jail.
And in 48 with him.
Yeah. Yeah, Kamla, take the lead now on this mission.
All right, yes, thank you. You see, I always marvel when I hear the labor rights compare Singapore to Jamaica and try to take credit for when Lee Kuan Yew came to Jamaica to study Jamaica's model. What they do not understand is that Lee Kuan Yew came and studied our education model and went home and implemented our education model from the 60s and the 70s, where Norman Washington Manley ensured that children were able to go to high school free of cost after taking a common entrance exam. And then his son, Michael Manley, extended free education so that children could could obtain tertiary education for free. And between Norman Manley and Michael Manley, they revolutionized the education of Jamaicans so much that Lee Kuan Yew wanted to copy this model. And now Singapore, the reason why the GDP, Singapore's what they call it now, the GDP per capita is so high is because they have high education standards.
Exactly.
They have a literacy rate of 100%. Our literacy rate has fallen from 88% to 65%. Imagine Jamaica now have a literacy rate worse than when we were in 1970. In 2025 right here, so right now. After the hard work of the Manleys, Norman Washington Manley and Michael Manley, to improve the education and the literacy rate of Jamaicans to a point where it is just hovering near 90%, the labor rights have undone all the good work of the Manleys. Imagine, fully done culture, we live in it.
Embarrassing.
Right?
He needs some milk.
The labor rights have undone all the good work of the Manleys. Imagine, fully done culture, we live in it. Right? So when Andrew Holness tried to compare Jamaica to a Singapore, he's not ready for the anti-corruption measures in Singapore.
No.
Because he would be the first one to be in jail with his unexplained wealth.
Deja de estudiar inglés. Comienza.
Because Singapore, he's not ready for the anti-corruption measures in Singapore.
No.
Because he would be the first one to be in jail with his unexplained wealth. Because Singapore also have an integrity commission. And you are guilty until proven innocent in Singapore. And you have to prove how you get the money where you get. Andrew Holness can't have that conversation. He's not ready.
He needs some milk.
Hey, wait. Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? Andrew Holness, did you hear that? In Singapore, if you are accused, if they must suspect you as a government official of into skullduggery, you are guilty until proven innocent because they don't play about their country. They don't play about their integrity. I don't think y'all hear me though. Yo, I need to move to Singapore, goddammit. I'm dead ass serious. That is somewhere I want to live. You understand what I'm saying? Because you being a leader, Jamaica is it's such a disgrace that Andrew Holness is on the ballot. When you look at other countries like Singapore that is upholding integrity, morals, not just talking and saying, but literally holding it up as a standard, showing, operating in such a manner. This country is a disgrace, man. Sometimes I really feel away, I really feel shame, you know? And then people, when you come in at people comment section and talk about shower labor right and third term, we don't need to go sit down, man. Have a seat, man. When you see the man carry down the country, reputation, down to dirt level, nobody respects us. Nobody respects Jamaica under Andrew Holness' leadership. Despicable and disgusting. Oh, you have all of these issues with your statutory declaration. Right? Not disclosing this, not disclosing that account. Refusing to cooperate. Carrying the Integrity Commission to court. Man, I move to Singapore, yeah, man. I'm tired of this. If you don't vote out Andrew Holness, I move to Singapore. And furthermore, the entire Jamaica Labour Party cannot be trusted. Because all of them have stood behind him. All of them. None of them is good. I can't find one among them with integrity. None of them had the balls or the cahoots to say, Andrew, you must leave. You mash up the party and you mash up the country. None of them. As bad as some of them name calling a badness, none of them never have. You know why they can't? You know why them cannot do it? Because they themselves are compromised. None of them, not one of them, is of any integrity to say, Andrew, sit down, step aside, allow somebody else to be the leader, go and fix your business, and if you're innocent, come back. None of them. But I don't want to take over from comment from Right Mango. I keep saying Kamala. I don't. It's Kamla the Right Mango. I don't want to take over from her. But that really. Look at Singapore, man. Oh my! I have to play that back. Whoa.
Because Singapore also have an integrity commission. And you are guilty until proven innocent in Singapore. And you have to prove how you get the money where you get. And Holness can't have that conversation. He's not ready for that conversation. So he has to be very careful, tread carefully in terms of what he asks for. Because Lee Kuan Yew said the first thing he had to do was lock up his friends. And Holness not ready for that conversation because he would lock up himself. At the end of the day, Singapore implemented many of the policies of Norman Washington Manley and Michael Manley to make Singapore what it was today. I hear the labor rights taking credit how Singapore was so impressed by our economy, failing to realize that the economy they were impressed by was the economy created by Norman Washington Manley, where in 1957 we had, in 1956 to 57 we had a growth rate of 14%.
Yes.
Never been matched again before after that.
Never.
And you know him and how well they're doing, and the growth rate today is 1.7%. You see, the bottom line is they look to Singapore, but they're not ready to be Singapore. Because the first step that Singapore made to make their country a better place was to stamp out corruption. To put people in jobs who are qualified to perform those jobs.
Meritocracy.
A meritocracy and not a kakistocracy.
Exactly, a kleptocracy.
Which is what exists in Jamaica today, where you have people who are functionally illiterate in top jobs.
Hey.
Who don't know how to run anything, and they have these top jobs that they are required that require them to make decisions that they're incapable of making because they have no critical thinking skills.
True.
Like a chopper John down in Montego Bay terrorizing St. James High School.
Yes.
Who is unqualified to do anything but has found themselves as the chairman of a high school. Require them to make decisions that they're incapable of making because they have no critical thinking skills.
True.
Like a chopper John down in Montego Bay terrorizing St. James High School.
Yes.
Who is unqualified to do anything but has found himself as the chairman of a high school in constant confrontation with the principal of the said high school, to the point where the altercation almost became physical in a school, causing the school to shut down. You call that a kakistocracy? You elevate somebody like Vegas, who barely get him GED the other day at the ripe old age of 40, how much? To feel that he can now come on social media and bully qualified individuals who don't support his government. You call that a kakistocracy.
Yes.
And we're going so far for it, you know. We have the damage that Andrew Holness has done to Jamaica will last us for generations to come. And I need the damage that Andrew Holness has done to Jamaica will last us for generations to come. We're going so far for it, you know. We have the damage that Andrew Holness has done to Jamaica will last us for generations to come.
Emotional damage.
Help, we key out the ladder.
We need your divine intervention. Ball out! Whoa, we need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything.
And I need every Jamaican to understand that we have lost an entire generation because of Andrew Holness. By reducing the literacy and numeracy rate to 65%, we have lost an entire generation. Imagine 80% of your school children are graduating from 5th form with 5 subjects or more. That means 82% of Jamaican children don't graduate from high school without GED level education. And then we are wondering why it is that we are a low wage, low tech economy when 80% of our children are not educated. And then they run up and down talking about shower, third term loading. Some of them can't even spell third.
No joke. No joke.
Functionally illiterate.
Yes. Wonderful punch from Kamla,
I'm going in a tech job now too, brother. So you see, the difference from Singapore, where it's built from, brother, you see to that? You see when them attack, so them go them way out. Them never have nothing. So we only buy seawater and them have no land and them have to build up that and do what them do. But them work hard and them reach where them reach. And you don't call Singapore name, okay? You're there prison right now, the whole 49 now. Big mama and the one of them that they are prison too. Yes? Because yes, them that are each hand, them that they are prison too. Not true, Kamla. Kamla, not true. Kamla.
Yeah, man. I keep muting myself. Yes, I say yes. That is the thing, because he says so many things. I mean, I realize that this man you call Big Mama nowadays, he might change up him talking. I hear today he was singing high praises about the PNP manifesto, and I find that so odd. Because it's a little man who try stir up controversy, no matter what, so that him can him like to create distractions in the name of the government. But I believe him smell a rat. Him realize the time come, Agreed. But he would have been in jail a long time ago. First of all, him no pay no tax. As the time come, Agreed. But he would have been in jail a long time ago. First of all, him no pay no tax, right? And second of all, I hear him have a lot of outstanding amounts owing. So obviously the government money alone, when getting paid for commercials and basically everything is not enough. You understand? But he's one of the cronies. Several of them are on all the media entities. It is so, I mean, these people basically corner everything. You understand? So in terms of comparing them to Singapore, as you say, every last striking one of them would have been in jail by now. Every last striking one of them. But it scares me. And I'm gonna tell you why. This generation of millennials coming up, they have no moral fabric. They don't seem to understand, or I shouldn't say understand because they will understand. They don't appreciate right from wrong. As long as it's something will benefit them no business. And so I'm scared because the proverbial shit must hit the fan one day now, if we continue like this. With a set of people we just not care. As long as it is not directly impacting them. I had a conversation on my TikTok platform today with a young lady who, as long as it's not benefiting her directly, I asked her if she have kids. She said, yes, she have 2. I said, if something were to happen to one of your children and you take that child to children's hospital, and because the hospital is out of every single resource, your child is going through all sorts of unnecessary problems. Your child have to go in an ambulance to go get a CT scan done because the hospital don't have none. So they carry the little baby, down to KPH, and KPH not designed for children. So, I mean, all of these things add up because the people themselves are so brainwashed that they don't understand that in order to change things, we have to each take accountability and responsibility for it,
You see the point that Kamla is making? I heard somebody the other day say that whoever is paying them the most money is who they are voting for. Brawling. Whoever give them the most money is who them voting for. And the argument was two of them are the same thing, and no matter who in a power, he not gonna change nothing for them. So I don't know them circumstance. I don't know what that is and what that means. But it screams to the point where Kamla doesn't make. As long as it's not affecting you, you're good. You know? Until you reach your door, you start to cry and then you want everybody else to have sympathy for you and then you want to become an activist. No. No. The time is now. Everybody that is listening to me now, however much of you, spread the word. The time is now to act and become activists for change. Don't wait until police unalive your son or your daughter or your mother or your brother or your sister wrongfully. You start to have empathy, sympathy, and understanding for families that are crying out. That you start to think about, wait a minute, there's actually corrupt police out there. We have seen videos of police that appear to be, well, not appear. We have seen videos of them unaliving people, right, from CCTV camera. And in their statements, that is not what happened in the statement. A shootout. Right? So you guys want to act as if we don't have corrupt police out there that are doing the most. We don't want to act as if the hospital them don't stay the way of them stay and people are dead in a chair and them something there. So now go wait till you get sick before you care. Oh, so you think so because you eat right and you exercise, nothing can happen to you. If you go to hospital. You don't know say you can have an accident. You don't know say you don't know what going on in your body really. You could have eat right in the blue. You still can't sick. You don't know if you have any, what you call it, generational diseases that pass down in the family. You know say the heat wave can lick you dehydrated and you drop down. You drop down and probably lick your head, you cripple, or you go survive. Who are going to take care of you? In a them hospital, yeah? So when you not going to care? When you see your mark going and the PMP I deal with the thing in a them manifesto for the disabled and for the elderly. When you see the plans them when they have to take care of the people. You see, let me tell you something. You see a country, the way them take care of them elderly and them children, it puts you in a certain class and a certain level of recognition worldwide. And Jamaica will forever be a third world country if we don't treat our people better. Because the people are the engine. Big up the PMP. Whether they want to say a AI do it, or some people say, I'm not throwing no shots. Some people say, them take stuff from the UIC manifesto, whatever the case might be. I'm saying, if they did, and it's something that is good, what is wrong with that? Isn't it going to benefit the people of Jamaica? Isn't it going to benefit you? You know, those little things that we do that is petty and petty arguments, it doesn't help. It's time for unification, ladies and gentlemen. But let's continue.
Accountable. So if you are incapable of holding yourself accountable, and then all of these like-minded people, because they are like-minded, when they come on social media and troll and go on with them foolishness because they're like-minded. You understand? So we, as I said, we're in a crisis. This generation, I call it the last generation, because at the end of the day, them are people here don't have no clue, not even clue. They have no business whether it's right or wrong, as long as they are comfortable, they're earning. They have no emotional intelligence. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. So that was right mango, you know, man. That was right mango. You understand? Tell me what you think about that in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. The points that she raised. I mean, she totally destroyed. Well, Vegas get called out. Cliff Hughes get called out. The entire Jamaica Labour Party, specifically Tufton and Andrew Owens get called out. And just on a global level, she taught me something about Singapore that I didn't know. Singapore don't play about corruption. To the point where you get accused, say an integrity commission investigate you, and you can't tell us how you make your money, you're presumed guilty. You're presumed to be guilty, and you have to clean that up and fix that and make we know what's going on. And if you're clear, you can come back. If it is proven say you're guilty, obviously they must send you to prison. And you're gonna get charged. And you can't leave the country again in a no capacity. That's what we need in Jamaica. Period. All of those undecided voters that are so many, can remember, it's almost 70% of Jamaicans don't vote either way. Some of them style the government and take the money. You understand? Take the money and go for the business. Them now vote. Them look for them by election day for them vote. Them done gone with them 7,000, them 10,000, them $15,000 already. And no vote. No voting no go on for them. Because the people don't trust either government. The bridge of trust has been disintegrated under the Jamaica Labour Party. There's nothing there. No, you know well thinking Jamaican can't tell me that they trust this government. None. Not when the leader is in the position that he is. Not when we're going into an election and there's 10 people that might be running for office that has not been certified or is under investigation for illicit enrichment. Come on, man. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section, alright?